Hey everybody, Jay the Wook here. I'm very excited about today's video because we're going to do a little test. We're going to compare the Nintendo World Championship NES edition that came out about a week ago to the original Super Mario Bros. Not only are what we're doing though is we're looking at something specific, which is input lag. One thing that I noticed when I've been playing Nintendo World Championship is that there's a severe amount of input lag, and that has more to do with the game itself than less to do with what I'm playing on. So I've been playing this on my Switch OLED model, and what I've seen is that when it has a little bit of about a half second or maybe a quarter second input lag. But on a game like Super Mario Bros., which is my Famicom cartridge, you will notice that there is no input lag when you're playing on a CRT TV. Well, Mike Chi of RetroTink has come up with a brilliant line of products called the RetroTink products. I personally have a 4K and a 5X. I just recently purchased a 4K. And what it does is a couple of things. One is an upscaler, and it's an amazing upscaler. It has a lot of settings and a lot of different profiles that come built in that allow you to upscale and make your game look as good as possible on modern devices. Also for screen capture and for streaming. It's been an absolute amazing product. But also what it does is it does this weird thing where it takes away lag. And it's not really a weird thing. It's just something unexpected. I think that was purposely designed, but usually upscalers don't have lag. Usually they add lag. So it allows you to play your NES, Super Nintendo, N64, or any other device made for a CRT TV on an updated device. Today, we're going to show you how on my 8K Samsung, how much better performance my NES performs or my Famicom performs with no lag versus my Nintendo Switch, Nintendo World Championship Switch NES edition cartridge. It's really kind of an interesting input. And in a game like Super Mario Bros., there is so much precision and the ability to not only accelerate at a quick speed, but decelerate on demand, as well as quick turns, that it really makes it difficult when you have lag. So we're going to show you the differences today and show you how the RetroTink outperforms the Nintendo World Championship NES edition and really make you understand this. So let's look at my setup before we get started. As you can see, I'm using a OLED Switch with a Pro controller and the NES adaptation controller to go with that. And then I got my Famicom AV with the original NES controller and the Super Mario Bros. Cartridge, the yellow cartridge that you see there. And then we got the RetroTink 4K that both systems are running through. One's with a SCART adapter and one's with HDMI. And then I'm playing on a 8K Samsung flat screen television. Now that we looked at the gear we're going to use, let's go look at the game itself. There's two things I'm going to look at. There's one I'm going to look at doing a full run on the high score run. That's what I'm most known for, is doing high score runs and showing you how much easier it is to do on an NES with an upscale device. And I'm going to go back and show you the pipe for speed running, the underground, the famous 1-1 underground. That is actually one of the more difficult maneuvers in the any percent run, but it's actually one of the things that you first master and show you how the performance is so much better. Even though we're playing on an 8K Samsung, I'm still getting better performance. Both devices, as you saw, are running through my RetroTink. So both devices are going through the same input process to the Samsung and through my capture card. So everything you see is equal. It now comes down to how much better the NES is performing or the Famicom is performing versus the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and give a shot with 1-1. All right, so here we are. We're now playing on the Nintendo World Championship cartridge. I'm doing the standard, what I would normally do in a high score run. As you can see, it's a little looser than I like. I missed the double Goomba pipe there, but I'm still playing very well, but I definitely feel a looseness that I do not normally get. Oh, and then I get hit by the Goomba. Now that's a standard thing, so we're going to start over. The goal is to get about 53 to 54,000 points on this first set. You see right there, I'm playing very well, but it's definitely like the precision is not necessarily perfect. Now normally here, I should have somewhere between 17 and 19 coins. I have 15 when I'm done with that stack, and then when I hit the Koopa, he goes the wrong direction. So I'm unable to hit that Koopa just right because I have to hit the star and the Koopa. It's a little bit difficult, so I'm starting over again. And then I get hit by the Goombas trying to go back and double hit them. So not exactly right, but I'm going to go for the mushroom and try again. Still hard to even catch that mushroom. I get the Goomba to reverse, so I can replace spots again. Okay, again, I'm only getting 15 coins after the end of the coin box. So that's 3 coins at the beginning plus those coins there. Starting over again because I got hit by the Koopa trying to kick it. Okay, so you got 3 coins now. When I get to that coin box, I want to be at 18 to 19. And again, there we go. There's good precision there. And you see, we're only at 15 coins. We're not getting what we're normally used to. And there, the Koopa goes the wrong direction. It should be able to easily kick it to the wrong direction. It's because of the looseness of the input delay. Again, this is a very tight combo that we were dealing with. So it makes it a little bit tough. Oh, and then I get hit by the Koopa there, which is something that normally doesn't happen. I can't get the double hit where I get 500 points. I re-grab the mushroom. Okay, I get the reverse. And again, I'm only at 15 coins. When we see the actual Famicom system, you will see the difference. But I do get the full 8,000 combo, so I get the full kick there. And time-wise, I'm okay. But I'm still going to miss the frame that I want to run on. So I'm ending with 276 instead of 286. All things considered, I'm going to get 51,750. Not a terrible score, but I want to be 2,000 points. Now here's with the regular Famicom. If you notice, my movement's a lot more precise. You do see a little more edgy to the frame, to the graphics. It looks a little more pixelated. It is going to look a little more retro, not as smoothed out. But there you see how the precision is. Now I'm going to get a lot more coins in the coin box. It is only one more, but I mean, even better. It's not my best. There you go. I get the thing. Get the full set. Getting these bricks also is something that's a little bit easier with the Famicom because it's a lot harder to get the bricks on the right frame. And then I get to the 90, 82, 86, so I get another 500 points just from time. And that's Super Mario Bros. 1-1. Now we're going to take a look at the underground. See, for me, this is just a mess on the 378. Not even 379. Here's another chance, and I'm way off. And another chance. And I missed the pipe altogether. Okay, here we go. Now, a lot of these things can happen there's a 379. In the regular game itself, this is a very hard level to go, but I had a lot of trouble doing it. Now here's with the regular AV Famicom, and you will see how much easier I'm able to get the underground and the flagpole. So there's the 380, just a perfect little jump in there. And top of the flagpole, 370, and we say what we need to say. So that's basically how it works. The comparison between in 1-1. Okay, now I've shown you 1-1. Okay, that was fun. And now we're going to show you 1-2. There's two things I'm going to look at 1-2. First, the Nintendo World Championship, the NES edition, has some specific challenges. And one of the challenges that's most famous is this 20 brick smash in 1-2. You need to smash 20 bricks with Big Mario as quick as you can. And that's the challenge. So this is the challenge we're going to show. And I'm going to show you how much easier it is to smash bricks on the Famicom or NES than it is on the actual Nintendo World Champion. And again, with the RetroTink, we're seeing no performance lag. So the lag is all inherent in the game itself that Nintendo performed, or the Switch. But the question to me is, why did the Switch have this lag? And that's what we're trying to explore. The second thing we're going to show is the 1-2 8K combo. So just like in 1-1 where we have to do a full turtle shell kick combo to get the 8K build up, we do the same thing in 1-2, except for 1-2 there's a little bit of a twist. We have to stop the turtle shell and the Koopa shell from going forward and then re-kick it so that we can get the full combo. It's a little bit of a tricky thing, and it's actually, it has about a 60% success rate anyway with the NES or Famicom. But when we were playing with the Nintendo Switch, we're seeing it even harder to achieve this combo. Okay, so we're going to do some underground work here on 1-2. So as I was saying before, I am doing like high score type runs, and I'm going for the 1-2 8K combo. So typically what you want to do is you want to smash these bricks, go to the top and get the coins, and let the Koopas go behind you, and then you can kick them. But because of the precision is off, as you can see, I didn't have a whole lot of time to reset and get the shell to stop. And in fact, it is a little bit, and I die right there. But it's really hard to stop and start in this with the lag. The lag feels very much like it is preventing me from moving forward. So again, here I am again trying to get all the coins. I mean, usually you want to be around 38 coins here in the coin box. I'm going to probably be around 35, so I'm 3 shy. You want to bust the bricks. You want to go over here to let the Koopas pass behind you. I'm not having a lot of time to get the combo set up. And then I go fast, duck under. I was able to do it, and I was able to stop, and I'm able to get the 8K right here. But it wasn't as clean as I would like for it to be. Now here we're going to see what's going to happen with the AV Famicom. Now it was really hard for me to get it as precise as possible, but here you see with the extra precision, you do feel like you have a little more time, and Mario is more easy to move and accurate on the actual blocks you land. So I did get more coins here. This is a continuation of the previous 1-1 record, but you see I'm getting the whole ceiling. I'm going to get all these bricks here to get points, and then I'm going to kick at the Koopa, do the duck, hit this Koopa, and then I can stop them. Stop that Koopa there, and now I got plenty of time, the precision to get around, set up the 8K, get these coins, get the 3 bounce here, and then go into the pipe. Something that was really hard to do on the Nintendo World Champion. Now, Nintendo World Champion is set up to be a speed ride, but for me, it's more about doing the actual high score, and I want the experience to feel like it does on the original game. And that's where kind of the difference is the experience doesn't feel like the original game. All right, so now we're going to do this block challenge. This is where you smash as many blocks as possible. You want to get 20 as quickly as possible. So I'm going to show you a couple of options on the Nintendo World Champion. There I did make a mistake to get the star. I should have just kept going. You see I get an A+ rating, but it is really hard. And you'll see on this trial here, you might see how I have to like hesitate with some of the jumps, and it's not as precise as precision. And that's really kind of where it comes, is Mario is all based on these block schedules. And so doing the jumps of the blocks can be difficult at some point. So that's where you gotta kind of watch, and you'll see some misfired jumps like right there where I do have time to make up. But if I was there, like, there's a jump right there that kind of, it's not right. Again, I go for the star. It's a wasted jump. I don't need to do that. Still get the A plus, as you can see. One more try here that we're going to show you on this trial, and then we'll go. You'll see what I do on the actual AV Famicom. But it really is about, you know, having to. You almost have to slow down to go fast. Jumping is acceleration, so you don't need to hold B to jump really fast because it is already accelerating. I do have Fireball, so it does help me deal with the Koopas and the Goombas, but the Goombas are gone. But here you can see I'm just plowing through. Okay, so that was a lot of fun. As you can see, 1-1 and 1-2, we do have better input performance with the NES or Famicom with using the RetroTink. We're using the RetroTink for both devices, so it's an equal footing. The Switch and the Nintendo World Champion NES edition definitely has some lag, and the lag can make performance really frustrating, especially to people like myself. I want to hand it out to all my Twitch friends and runners that have had success runs on the Nintendo World Champion NES edition. They are doing some amazing work, so I don't want to call it out. And this was not a review of the game itself. I think the game is a wonderful game, and I think they did a great job. It's just the user experience, and it's the one thing I don't understand is why did Nintendo not fix the lag and the performance? It was obviously something that was noticed in testing, I'm sure. And with a billion-dollar company or a multi-billion-dollar company building these games, they should really take into consideration how they can make the game as much like the original as possible. And Mike Chi and his small, very small company of RetroTink has done this on their own. And with I'm sure a much less budget. And I would imagine that the RetroTink people have other jobs or day jobs. They're not like an unlimited budget like Nintendo, research and development, when they're building these. But yet they've made a very superior device that allows me and my friends to play original consoles on modern televisions with no input delay and improve video quality. So I think it's just a matter of preference. Now, I will grant you and everybody who makes the argument, well, the RetroTink is a much more expensive device. And absolutely, the RetroTink has a high price tag. You definitely need to be a more experienced gamer and a more serious gamer and somebody who's going to play on a very regular basis before you fork over the money for the RetroTink. I put the link below on my screen so you could go and check out RetroTink for yourself. They have many different levels of devices, with the base device much cheaper than your 4K device, 4K being the top end that they've released so far. But besides that, I understand, like, the Nintendo World Champion NES edition has a much smaller price tag, especially if you buy just the online downloadable version versus the collector's edition that I purchased, which was a $60 price tag. And I get that. But at the end of the day, I would rather pay a little extra money to have that user experience that I don't have with the NES Classic Edition. Plus, I like having the full games and the ability to do these things full games. Speed running has been around for a long time, several decades. We could trace it back as early as the late 90s. Definitely world records and times have been tracked since the early 2000s. So shout out to those early speed runners and trailblazing. But it has become a huge deal in the last 15 years, really. It has really grown. I mean, we're talking since 2009. We've seen the community just grow and grow and grow, and new generations and people come in. So there's a lot of questions I have about why did Nintendo choose now as a time to do the speed running? What made them join this market now? Why did they wait so long? And why are they doing it the way they're doing it? This is not the same challenges that the Nintendo World Championship had back in the 90s. They claim it's part of it, but the Nintendo Championship in the late 90s was a much more uh, rigorous competition, including getting 50 coins in Mario as fast as possible. But it also had Tetris at the end, and whoever got the biggest score on Tetris, which at that time, we could talk about Tetris scores all day, but that's how it was at the NES Championship Edition. So I have a lot of questions why Nintendo is doing this now. Obviously, it's the end of life of Switch, with Switch having maybe 9 months or so left before it is no longer a actual before it's no longer the current generation, and the new Switch, whatever that is available for consumers. But that still doesn't understand why they did not improve the performance. And we just looked at Mario today. There's a lot of other games that I have seen, a little like Zelda. I had a lot of trouble with how Link moved. It didn't feel quite right. And I've heard a lot of complaints about Ice Climber. Ice Climber is not that bad of a game, but when you have input delay, I could definitely see how it would not be a great game. So that's all I got to say about that. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Please follow me. Drop a follow. You can follow me on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter. Same as Jay the Wook. You can also follow me here on YouTube. Also, please comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on what I have shown you and my thoughts on this whole Nintendo World Champion versus a RetroTink NES or Famicom. And the other thing I would love to say is, if you have ideas for other videos that you think I should be making, please let me know. Most of the work I do is in high score Mario, but I also branch out and play a lot of other retro gaming. So I'm more than happy to explore retro games and really get into that. I'm also in the process of finishing all the Zeldas that I have yet to finish in my life. So we're a lot of things are coming up, and very excited about expanding this channel and growing the channel. So please drop a follow. To end right now, I'm going to show you 4-2. First, I'm versus the last couple rounds when I showed you the Nintendo World Champion first, and then went to the Famicom on my Samsung. I'm going to do the opposite today, and I would love for y'all to see what I mean by Nintendo kind of dropped the ball in this game. They really could have had a better user experience, and why make changes that are unnecessary. So this is Jay the Wook. Thank you for joining. Have a great day and enjoy 4-2.